You have probably looked at another person and noticed their skin is darker or lighter than yours. It happens in seconds. You barely think about it. But the real answer for why that difference exists is far stranger than anything you learned in school. Your skin is not just a covering. It is a survival tool. It has been quietly adjusting itself for millions of years, responding to something you cannot even see. That something is the sun. Every human being alive today descends from ancestors who lived near the equator in Africa, under intense, direct sunlight. Their skin was dark, not by accident but by necessity. Dark skin contains more melanin, a pigment that acts like a natural shield, absorbing harmful ultraviolet radiation before it can damage the DNA inside your skin cells. Without that shield, UV radiation breaks down a nutrient called folate, one that is essential for healthy reproduction. Too little folate and pregnancies fail. Offspring don't survive. So evolution favored the humans whose skin protected that fragile resource. But then something changed. Humans began to walk. Not for a day, but for tens of thousands of years, migrating out of Africa into Europe, into Asia, into regions where the sun no longer beat down directly overhead. And their dark skin became a liability instead of a shield. Why? Because your body needs sunlight too. Sunlight triggers the production of vitamin D in your skin, a nutrient your body cannot easily get enough of otherwise. Vitamin D builds strong bones. It supports your immune system. In places with weaker, more indirect sunlight, dark skin blocked too much of it. Populations who migrated north began to lose pigment over generations. Lighter skin let in more UV radiation, allowing enough vitamin D synthesis to survive in a colder, dimmer world. This is not a theory pulled from nowhere. Anthropologist Nina Jablonski and geographer George Chaplin mapped skin color across the globe against UV radiation levels, and the pattern was almost too perfect to be a coincidence. The closer to the equator, the darker the skin. The farther from it, the lighter. Two competing pressures, folate protection and vitamin D production, pulling human skin in opposite directions depending on where people lived. Geneticist Sarah Tishkoff took the search even deeper, sequencing DNA across African populations and discovering something remarkable. Skin color is not simply light or dark. It is a spectrum shaped by dozens of genes, refined over hundreds of thousands of years, all tuned to the specific sunlight of a specific place on Earth. So skin color was never about identity. It was never about superiority or difference for its own sake. It was about ultraviolet light, latitude, and survival. A slow, patient negotiation between the sun and the human body, written into your DNA one generation at a time. Is that strange to think about? A trait so often used to divide people is, at its core, just a record of where your ancestors chose to walk. Every shade of human skin on Earth today is a map of sunlight, migration, and the invisible battle between two nutrients your ancestors needed to survive. Vitamin D pulling skin lighter, folate pulling it darker, and your own skin right now still carries the outcome of that ancient negotiation. So the next time you glance at your skin under the sun, remember, you are not just looking at color. You are looking at tens of thousands of years of your ancestors finding a way to survive the sky above them.